Y'all, it is day 3 of the Trans Rights Readathon, and the next thing I read for it was Exquisite Corpse. I had heard this was disgusting and gory and beautifully written, which is actually probably my favorite genre, and every last bit of that was true. So it's the story of 2 serial killers, one who is still on the loose in the streets of New Orleans and one who has just escaped from prison. It is a visceral, disgusting, gore-filled romance. This is not for the faint of heart. It's not the goriest or most disgusting book I've ever read, but the beautiful writing describing in very extreme detail the topics that are covered in the book. I mean it, check trigger warnings. If there's any weakness of your stomach, do not do it. The beautiful writing made it feel so much more real, and the fact that it had this deep plot and these really well developed though unlikable characters. Like sometimes in certain books there's a point of diminishing returns on the gore because you are not working to create the environment that will immerse the reader in the scenario that you're describing. This book put in that work. This book created such a real experience for me. There's clearly a lot of inspiration drawn from Jeffrey Dahmer in this book, so if you're interested in his case, I definitely think you would love this. There's also, I think, some subversions of my expectations of like the crime horror genre. Like, for example, you kind of expect in this genre to have like a cop character that would switch to POV sometimes, and I always hate that part of those books, and that didn't happen here, and I was thrilled. I also, while we get the murderer's point of view, I don't think it ever really glorified the murders to me. Like, I felt like we were meant to be fully disgusted by everything we were witnessing, and that I think is important when you are drawing inspiration from real killers who had real victims. But as a horror lover, this book was so captivating. I woke up extra early to finish it this morning. I tried to stay up late to finish it, but I had already taken my medicine, so I fell asleep with 30 pages left. So once again, not for the faint of heart. Check content warnings. I would get banned from the Clock app just for saying some of the stuff that happens in here. But if you like horror and beautiful writing, this is amazing. I gave it 5 stars. I love this book.